of yet another unarmed black man, George Floyd. I was taken aback, outraged, frustrated, angry, and it made me feel like I needed to dig deeper into the waters of our society to find some type of answers to this madness. But as I came up for air, all I found was more questions. It got me thinking, we have to try to find a way to change the narrative here. We have to shine a light into the darkness of these injustices that are happening every day. Make no mistake, the next steps we take are crucial in the outcome of the justice that we're seeking. So it begs me to ask us the question, if we need to shine a light on these things, which light will we be? The beacon or the torch? That's the question that we'll dissect on the other side today. Hello again, and welcome back. Now the question on the floor is, if we want to change the narrative here, we're going to have to shine a light on the darkness of the injustices that we see every day. But we need to choose which light will we be, the beacon or the torch. But in order for us to make that decision, we need to understand the purpose of each light, correct? So let's break it down. With a beacon, it normally represents peace and safety, like a lighthouse on top of a hill, shining far and wide to bring boats that are lost back to sea, back to peace. But what about a torch? A torch also shines light, brings warmth, represents fire. But if we get too close, it can burn everything it touches. Both are light. Both pierce the darkness. But which one do we need in this situation? Right now, I fear we're only seeing the torch because we have protesters rioting in multiple cities, burning down businesses, looting in the streets, shining their light of anger and frustration about a very real problem, which is racism in America. But is all this violence and unchanneled anger solving the problem or really making it worse? I mean, us burning down businesses that are black-owned isn't helping us at all. Are we burning ourselves with our own torch, so to speak? Or should we be a beacon, somehow taking this senseless tragedy and all these protests and using it to shine a light that's wider, further, so that we can see more hidden injustices, giving us power to take and bring everybody back home to safety? Even if it could shine it brighter like the lighthouse, we'd be able to see the rocks of bigotry that are floating out there, the social and economical debris that seems to be keeping all of us from making it back to the shores of peace. And as the chants justice for George Floyd grow louder and louder, my question is, what does that justice look like? I mean, if we arrest the men who committed this heinous crime, will it actually soothe the anger that we feel from all the empty promises of change that we've heard over the years? Or the apathy from those who refuse to believe that racism is still real in America? This has to stop today, now. And can I offer, if we really want to solve this problem of racism, then we need to start at the beginning. And I don't mean history, I mean life. No one is born a racist. It's taught, it's a learned behavior, and it's been fed to us from every direction, from family, friends, the books we read, the movies we watch, the music we listen to. All of it perpetuates this underlying racism in America. So if we really want to stop this from spreading, maybe we need to stop teaching our kids to think this way and actually show them to love one another. After all, the scriptures say the greatest commandment is to love your God with all your heart, your mind, your soul, and spirit, and love your neighbor as yourself. But how do we love our neighbor when we tell our kids that every cop or every man in blue is the enemy? That's just not true. There are tons of great cops out there who have character and integrity, and they feel called to the badge to serve and protect, and we need them out there to keep us safe. Or how do we love our neighbors when we assume that every black man is dangerous or to be feared? There are tons of great African Americans who enjoy a great morning run in their neighborhood or like to watch birds in Central Park. We have to refuse the lies that we're being fed from social media, music, movies, that black men are criminals or dangerous or confrontational. These things just aren't true. This is not helping us love our neighbor at all. At the end of the day, I don't profess to have all the answers to these questions, but I do believe that we all have a personal responsibility to shine a light on these daily injustices in our personal circle of influence. We need to make sure we let people know that we won't stand for those things and to have those uncomfortable conversations. If we really want to change the world, it's going to take one person, one uncomfortable conversation at a time. After all, it was Martin Luther King who said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." So we all have a moral obligation to our fellow man to uncover the darkness of these injustices and make sure that we don't stand for them anymore. We all have the ability to change the narrative right now, but it boils down to this simple question: which light will you be? The beacon or the torch? Is there a right answer? I really don't know. But I do know that every day we're blessed to get up and breathe, then we have the opportunity to make a choice. And the only thing I ask of us right now, the thing I ask of myself, is I weigh the outcome of the decisions heavily and I choose wisely. We hope you enjoyed this message today. We hope it challenged you to be able to talk to your friends and family about where they stand on the issues of injustice. And we hope that it pushed you to be better, to challenge your own thinking, to figure out, where are you in this situation? We want everyone to be involved. You do your part and we'll do ours. The Beautiful Now Project is going to be here to continue to shine a light on these injustices, and we'll make sure we uplift, encourage, and inspire along the way. Take care. Have a great one. We'll see you soon.